do around the Rustboro City area. And now we're actually in Dewford Town to take care of another errand that we have for the Devon Corporation. We have a letter that we need to give to someone named Steven. So that's the first thing that we're going to be doing. So a letter to Steven from the president of the Devon Corps. And then we also have the Devon goods, which we need to actually take to Slateport City, which is another city that's beyond the ocean, but Steven is actually located here. So we're going to deliver this letter first and just also kind of explore the area around here. In fact, there is actually a Pokémon gym on this island as well, so we'll probably take a look at that too. So let's go ahead and just kind of start our exploration here. We're in the Pokémon Center. Let's go ahead and see what we got around here. Even if a Pokemon faints and can't battle, it can still use a move learned from a hidden machine, HM. So then we have, there's a stone cavern at the edge of town. I've heard you can find rare stones there. Ooh, that sounds intriguing. I wish to learn more about these stones. What do you have to say? I like what's hip, happening, and trendy. I'm always checking it out. Listen, have you heard about this new Best Collection? That's right, of course you know. I mean, sheesh, Best Collection. It's the hottest thing in cool. Wherever you're from, Best Collection. It's the biggest happening thing, right? Nah. Huh? It's not the hip and happening thing? Well, hey, you have to tell me what's new and what's in. Ooh, so what is in right now? Arena Trap. And, a lot. Arena Trap a lot. That's what's in right now. Huh? Arena Trap a lot? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I knew that. Knew it all along. Of course I know a lot about that. Arena Trap a lot, right? Yeah, that's it. It's there. Isn't it Arena Trap a lot? The coolest or what? It's the hippest thing in hip. You think I don't know about it? Best Collection. It's like so 5 minutes ago. Now Arena Trap a lot. It's what's vital and it's in tune with the times. Yeah, that's a silly conversation we just had. So here we have the Dewford Hall, everyone's information exchange. So let's go ahead and take a look what we have in here. What's in vogue? Why, it has to be Arena Trap a lot. So basically, everyone in this house will essentially be quoting what you basically told the person outside. Now, there is actually a reason for doing this, because it's not going to become apparent just yet, but there is actually a Pokemon that is actually affected, like its spawn location is actually affected by what this trendy phrase is. Now, it's still essentially random between games, so if you have two games that have the same phrase, they're not going to actually like have those same locations. But in terms of this particular Pokemon, and again, I'll go over this a bit later, if you want to change the spawn locations for that Pokemon, you essentially come here and then change what that trendy phrase is. It's a very weird mechanic, and it's probably my least favorite Pokemon catch in this game, just because of how freaking weird it is and how like random this like different effects are. But again, we'll talk about this a bit later. But yeah, these guys essentially just they just quote the phrase that you basically made outside. If you and me team up as a combo, we'll be invincible when it comes to all things Arena Trap a lot. Spot on, my friend. We shall be the Arena Trap a lot duo. Isn't that a ripe image? Okay, so that's basically what this place is. There is a purpose for it, but it won't be until much later in the game. So here, you have another house. Let's go ahead and talk to you. Wow, you bothered to cross the sea to visit Dewford? Did you maybe come here because you heard about Brawly? He's so cool. Everyone idolizes him. Brawly is actually the second gym leader. Gorge your eyes on this. It's a silk scarf. It's right at the cutting edge of fashion, yeah? Oh, I can see your eyes twinkling. You appreciate my dazzling style. Oh, you're a delight. Here you go. I want you to have it. So, silk scarf, I believe, is the item that actually improves normal type moves. Yes, that's exactly what it does. So, Well, since we have a normal type Pokemon, we might as well give that to it. And this will actually be very, very helpful to Slavko as well. Because, since he can only attack once per turn, or once every other turn, you know, having, like, additional ways to attack is actually a pretty good thing. So that is actually a pretty nice item to get. Dewford is a tiny island community. If something gets trendy here, everyone picks up on it right away. So that's kind of like verifying the whole like house up here and why that works the way it does. This is a renowned fishing spot. Are you getting the itch to fish? Yes. I hear you and I like what you're saying. I'll give you one of my fishing rods. Obtain the old rod. So we know from past Pokemon games that the old rod is basically the Magikarp catching rod. But you can actually catch some other Pokemon with it too. It's not just Magikarp. It's just, it will mostly be Magikarp. So keep that in mind. And as an added bonus, I'll even throw in a little fishing advice. First, you want to face the water, then use the rod. Focus your mind. If you get a bite, pull on the rod. Sometimes you can snag something immediately, but with bigger catches, you'll need to time the pulls on your rod to haul them in. And just to kind of demonstrate that, to kind of let you guys know what it's talking about, let's just go ahead and demonstrate how fishing works in this game. It's pretty similar to how it usually works, but it's a little different, so if you come in from a different game, expect to get kind of thrown off by this. But essentially, you want to do this until you see the, oh, you got a bite, and then press the A button. And like the fisherman said, there are times where you have to do that multiple times. So you'll see, you got a bite, you press A, and then you'll do another cycle of that. So in addition to just pressing the A button when it's time, you might have to press the A button a sequence of times. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're actually, fishing with the old rod. But yeah, here you can actually get Tentacool in Magikarp. I think Magikarp has a slightly higher chance of appearing, but you can find Tentacools as well. That's essentially what this is. Hopefully we don't get like screwed over here because of confusion. Or poison, or both. Come on, Slavko, please, please. Oh my god. Status effects are so annoying, I swear. But yeah, I believe Magikarp and Tentacool are the only things you can capture with the old rod right now. And, well, since I don't plan to really catch either of them because they're both Generation 1 Pokemon and not Generation 3 Pokemon, I'm probably just going to leave them be and be on my merry way when this is over. Okay, please. Please. No! Oh my god, stupid freaking confusion. I just wanted to get some experience with Slavko. Okay, good. I still am. Ugh, jeez. Talk about annoying. And I'll have to heal Slavko now because of that, but that's fine. Yeah, I'll just let it run out because we're not too far from the Pokemon Center anyway, and there's no way we're going to make it back in time. Let's just check out this house really quick. There's a lot to be said for living on a small island like this in harmony with Pokemon in the family. I guess you could say that. I left the major port of Slateport City when I married my husband here. Life goes on slowly on this little island, but being surrounded by the beautiful sea, that's happiness too. Oh, that's great that you're happy. G-g-g! Silly Zigzagoon. But yeah, I believe those are all the houses, so we've already explored all of this city already. But very quickly, I'm just going to heal my Pokemon here. And I'm not going to do the gym battle just yet, because I might actually do a bit of grinding before I go to the gym battle, because I believe the highest level Pokemon at the gym is level 19. And while I do have some like Pokemon that are pretty strong and close to that, you know, there's also some Pokemon here that are kind of under that threshold, and they might need a little more experience before they're quite ready for that gym. So I might do a little bit of grinding before I go there. But before I do, we do have a couple of trainer battles to engage in here on Route 106. Plus, I also need to show you guys like where I will be doing this training as well. Let's go ahead and interact with you. What do people do if they need to go to a washroom? What if my rod hooks a big one while I'm on the washroom? I just can't go. Well, just remove your line and just don't fish until you get back. It's really not a big deal. Okay, so I'm actually glad we're against a Tentacool here, because Cal should be able to take this out, because Tentacool is part poison. So that'll definitely help. Although, my god, that's not really doing a lot of damage. I mean, I guess it's just because, I mean, it is, we are coming in at a level disadvantage here. Thankfully, the confusion is going to probably help. Indeed it did. And this should actually give Cal some experience to at least level up here. Okay, good. We got some special attack. That's good. Also learned Double Team, which is a pretty solid, evasive maneuver move. I lost because I'm trying to not go... That's not why you lost, okay? Like, let's get that straight. That is not why you lost. And, yeah, we'll just keep going. Got another trainer here, another fisherman. Which do you prefer, fishing in the sea or a stream? I imagine you'd probably get, like, more interesting things from the sea as opposed to a stream, but still. Okay, frickin' Magikarp again. Gonna be splashing away. Wonder how much damage this will even do. Okay, that did actually quite a bit. Magikarp must have very low special defense then. It's mainly the physical defense that they're actually decently high in. So we can use this to at least kind of even the odds a bit. I got another Tentacool. This one's only at level 7, so this should be a lot easier for us to win. Although getting confused is not going to help. Especially when that happens. Don't poison us. Don't poison us. Last thing we need to be is confused and poisoned. I guess that's another thing, is Tentacool is actually pretty tanky, all things considered. You wouldn't think of that, but like, yeah, it is actually pretty tanky. Nonetheless, we got it. Another Magikarp. Well, I'll stick with Cal here just because of the faster nature of confusion versus physical moves. Okay, snapped out of confusion, thank God. Wow, it actually got confused from... Now it's gonna splash and get confused and hurt itself. Or not. Can't get that lucky. But I mean, I guess I got kind of lucky too and not hurting myself either. Freaking supersonic. Okay, and I believe those are all the trainers we can fight here, if I'm not mistaken. So there's not really a lot of trainers here. But this guy will actually give you his number for the Pokénav, so we'll go ahead and register him. And right here we have actually a cave we can take a look at. This is called Granite Cave. It's a small kind of mini dungeon that's here on this island. We will have to go through here at some point, because I believe this is actually where Steven is actually located. But what makes this kind of annoying is that, at least not here anyway, but later on, you will actually need an HM, because this is a place that you need Flash for. Now, the thing is, you don't actually need Flash to get through the dungeon. In fact, it's actually a lot better than it is in Gen 1 and Gen 2, because you at least have, like... Think of it like the lamplight from, like, Link to the Past, whenever you go through a dark room. It's kind of like that, but you still can't see the whole picture, which is kind of annoying. So, we'll still probably get and try to use Flash, though. But, let's actually go through here for right now. Hey, you, it gets awfully dark ahead. It'll be tough trying to explore. That guy who came by earlier, Steven, I think it was, he knew how to use Flash, so we ought to be alright, but... Well, for us hikers, helping out those that we meet is our motto. Here you go, I'll pass this on to you. So here we have HM05. This will allow us to use Flash. And I guess just to kind of demonstrate, but yeah, it lights up even the inky darkness of caves. But to use it, you need the gym badge from Dewford's Pokémon Gym. Yeah, so we actually need to fight the gym leader before we can actually use Flash. But here we actually have a new Pokemon. This is Makahita. It's a fighting type. And I'm going to see if we can actually just weaken it here. I don't know if... Okay, that actually works. I wasn't expecting to KO it, and I'm actually kind of glad because I need to capture this. This is a new Pokemon after all. Probably not going to use this on my team because I'm already going to have like some physical attackers planned already, but it is a Pokemon I will level up and evolve for the Pokedex. So there we go, Makuhita. And as far as Makuhita's ability, it can have two different abilities, Thick Fat and Guts. Thick Fat, Fire and Ice type moves do 50% damage on Makuhita, and then Guts, when Makuhita is inflicted with a status condition, its attack is raised by 50%. So those are the natures, or not the natures, the abilities that it could potentially have. So I'm not going to give a nickname. If you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. But just to kind of showcase the lamp cone that we have. And yeah, you can also find Zubats here. It wouldn't be a cave without a Zubat, you know? These caves are Zubat's specialties, as we know from other games. It's actually kind of interesting that there weren't any Zubats in the Rust Turf Tunnel that we were actually at earlier. Also, yeah, be careful of Leech Life, because Leech Life is actually a bug move, and that is super effective against Ralts. It's not a very strong bug move by any means, but it can do some decent damage, so be careful with that. So let's grab this. Escape rope, so we can use those to leave a cave area if we need to. And if you go in here, yep, this is basically the light that we have inside these flash areas. So as you can see, you don't need flash, but just to kind of make things more convenient, it's probably better to have it. But I'm actually not going to use the escape rope. I'm actually going to use... never mind, you don't actually have teleport yet. I know it can learn teleport. I guess it just hasn't learned it yet. But anyway, I am going to be using this cave to kind of train for a bit. And as far as levels I'm going to get to, I'm going to see if I can get at least all of my team members to level 16. And I might also try to very quickly evolve my Cascoon and Silcoon, just to kind of have them done. And, you know, just a set of Pokemon I don't have to worry about training in the future. So maybe like level 16 for my current main team and maybe level 10 for everything else. Yeah, that sounds like a good compromise, so I think I'm going to do that. So I will be back a bit later, guys. So see you guys then. Okay, so I actually have 3 evolutions here for you guys. 2 are going to be a little less important than the final one that we're getting. But the first one we have here is Cascoon. Cascoon will evolve at level 10 into a bug and poison type known as Dustox. As far as things that Dustox will get, it'll actually get the Shield Dust ability that Wurmple initially had. It'll actually get that back. And it also learns the move Confusion, which is actually pretty good. Kind of think of it like Butterfree a little bit, except that it has, you know, Beedrill's typing, which is kind of interesting. And as far as Silcoon is considered, once again, will also evolve at level 10. But this will evolve into a slightly different flying bug type. And it is actually a flying bug. It's not flying, or it's not bug poison. But the Pokemon it evolves into is Beautyfly, which I think is actually kind of a lazy name, considering we had Butterfree in Generation 1. So this will also learn a move at level 10. This one will learn Absorb, which is a grass move. And as far as abilities, it gains the ability Swarm, which I believe at low health will actually power up its bug moves, which is kind of interesting. And the last evolution we have here is actually a very special one. Our Mudkip Kip is going to evolve at level 16. And it's going to evolve into not just a water type, but when it evolves, it gets its water ground typing. So we are now a water and ground type known as Marshtomp. And this Pokemon will also learn a move. It'll learn the move Mud Shot, which is actually a pretty decent early ground type move, at least for this part of the game. So I'm going to teach it over Growl, and yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. So that's all the evolutions I wanted to get. Going to do my training, and then I'll be back. Okay, guys, I am back from my training / grinding session. You guys saw the evolutions that I got off camera, and I think I am about ready to head for the Dewford Town Gym. So before we do, let me just go ahead and very quickly show you my lineup here. I have Gamercow and Ringra out in front because they are Psychic and Flying, and they will be super effective against the Gym Leader, which is a Fighting type Gym Leader. And then I have Sig Yoshi here as my third team member because even though Grass doesn't really have an advantage against Fighting type, Sig's Effect Spore ability will definitely come in handy because they'll be making a lot of physical contact against us, so that can definitely you know, give some of those status ailments out. Zigzagoon and Slavko, not going to be that helpful since they're normal types. They're going to get easily trounced by the Gym Leader, but they're here just in case. If we need like someone to kind of act as a decoy, we can do that. And then, of course, we have my ace in the hole, Kip, the, not Mudkip anymore, Kip the Marshtomp. So, yeah, that's pretty much what we have here. So, let's go ahead and head to the gym and actually get this started, guys. That sounds like a plan to me. So, we're going to march on over to the gym, enter through the front door. Let's go ahead and find you. Hey, how's it going, champion-bound Rob? Dewford's Gym Leader Brawly commands Fighting-type Pokemon. Going against him with Normal-type Pokemon is asking for trouble. Fighting Pokemon will lay a serious smackdown on normal Pokemon, so be careful. What's worse, the gym is as dark as the ocean floor. But it will get brighter after defeating the trainers in your way. Hey, okay, go for it. Okay, that sounds like a good idea to me. So we need to look for the trainers we have to deal with here. The more trainers we fight, the better the gym will actually look for us, so we can actually see what we're doing. Okay, there we go. There's the first trainer. Don't you dare brush me off. It's not my fault if you cry. Well, I'll try not to cry then, I guess. So here we have Battle Girl Laura. Battle Girl Laura will send out a Meditite, a new Pokemon we haven't seen yet. Meditite, I believe, is a Fighting and Psychic type, which seems kind of interesting because, you know, you always think of those being like polar opposite types and everything. But Meditite has an ability called Pure Power, which basically doubles its attack stat by quite a bit. So, yeah, even though it is a Psychic type, it definitely has that physical power going for it, so keep that in mind. This also means that it will probably be very resistant against special attacks, so Confusion may not actually do a lot here. They're actually going to get the Confusion off me first, but that's also not going to really do a lot. But I think overall I'll do more damage just due to the advantage of being, well, you know, not having a fighting subtype, basically, is what I'm getting at. That's what I'm trying to get at. And I'm also a higher level, too. Also, dang, nice crit, Cal. Definitely needed that. Cal also did learn Teleport during my training session, so that'll be kind of useful if I ever need to like get back to a Pokemon Center if I'm in the middle of grinding. So we can definitely use that to our advantage. But yeah, as you can see, the light cone actually gets a little bit bigger, but we still need to increase the light a little bit more, I think. Let's see. Oh, I think we actually have a double battle here. Oofufu, are you stumbling around in the dark? I'll show you the gumption of a sailing man. So here we have another Battle Girl, and I believe a Sailor as well. We got Lilith and Brendan. So one of them, I believe, will have a Meditite, and the other one will have a Machop. We all know Machop from Generation 1, but let's go ahead and take these guys out. So I'm actually going to use Confusion against Machop, and I'm going to use Wing Attack against Meditite, and we'll see how this goes. So yeah, Meditite's going to be using Detect a lot. Basically, that essentially just gives it a means of defending itself for a turn. Now, the problem is, like, Pokemon will tend to abuse that attack just to try not to take damage, but at some point it is going to miss, so they can't keep using that to their advantage. And, oh damn, nice job, Ringer. That wing attack destroyed it. It did a lot of very good damage there. And then just a confusion should take out this Machop, and that should do it for that double battle. Yeah, this double battle is really not that challenging. All the trainers, I feel like, in this gym only have one Pokemon, too, which is kind of odd. You would think they'd have, like, some, you know, more than just one, but apparently not. So we can see a little bit more of the gym now, so as we continue looking through here. Let's go up here, and... Okay, well, we did find another trainer. There's no need for Brawly to be involved. Okay, I believe this is Jocelyn. I think Jocelyn has another Meta-type, so... Not really crazy about dealing with this Ralts, but... We'll keep it going just in case. Yeah, because they keep using Detect. That's what I'm getting kind of annoyed with. It's just the Detect spam. It's going to use Confusion this time, though. Not very effective. That's, like, not very effective either, but at least, again, it kind of neutralizes out a bit because it's part fighting, part psychic. It's also increasing its attack power, but it's not really using any physical moves, so I'm not really too worried about it too much. Okay, good. It hurt itself in Confusion. That's good. Also, fun fact, I believe you can't actually get Meta-type in Pokemon Emerald. I think that's a Pokemon you can get in one of the other two versions, if not both of them, it's Ruby and Sapphire, but you cannot get it in Emerald, which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, so once again, the light gets bigger, so we can see where we're going. Now I'm going to fight you. If you mean to pass, it has to be through me. Ooh, big man, talking a big game. As we have Black Belt Christian would like to battle. Going to send out Makuhita. We've seen a couple of these now, so not really too threatening of a Pokemon. Super effective. I'm going to use Vital Throw. Thankfully, though, since it is a fighting move, not very effective against Ralts. I may actually use one of my potions, just to not have to worry about going to a Pokemon Center. Would hate to have to go back there just for very minor heals here. So there we go. Christian's taken care of. Gonna get even more of the place lit up. This place is literally lighting up like a Christmas tree now. And hey, I like Christmas trees. Let's go ahead and put Ringra in front for this next battle, just to give him something to do. Since Ringra will also do some pretty good work against this gym. And the last trainer we have, I believe, is Black Belt Takao. And they're just going to send out a Machop. This shouldn't be too problematic, though. Man, Wing Attack is actually really, really strong against these Pokemon. I'm actually kind of surprised and happy that we're doing so much damage with that. Not enough power. Okay, so we got ahead and got the victory, got some more money, and I believe this is as big as the Light Cone can actually get. So we have defeated all the trainers. All we have to do now is get to the gym leader, which shouldn't be too problematic. Just need to make it all the way up here, and there he is. So, like I said, gonna go ahead and use a potion just to... Also, I got a nugget from Zigzagoon through pickup, which is honestly really nice. I can't wait to get to another shop. Unfortunately, there's no shops here in Dewford, so I'll have to get that later. But I'm definitely going to sell some things with the next shop I get to. So let's go ahead and heal Cal just so he's at full health. And let's go ahead and get started with the gym leader here. Let's go ahead and fight Brawly. And that will do it for today's video. This has been Pokemon Trainer Rob, and I'll see you guys next time for our next Pokemon Emerald adventure. See you guys then. Later, folks.